is the main topic for this initiative that we have launched on free and fair elections. Many of you for months have been asking about what are these meetings you are holding in Uganda? What are these consultations that are ongoing in this very room where we are now? And on every occasion that you ask me, I say we are conducting important consultations. I'm not free at this stage to divulge to you the details of what we are working on, but stay tuned. Soon we shall unveil to you what we are working on. But I did say to you, the initiative, the process was to do with the issue of free and fair elections and 2016 elections. I did say that. And then as we were in the run-up to the actual launch, I know several of you came and wanted to have copies of the actual documents and details. And I told you, yes, we do have free documents. We do have detailed proposals. But I'm not free at this stage to divulge them to you. I'm happy to discuss them with you in detail after launch. We've now had the launch, so I'm now free to discuss them in detail with you and to answer all your questions with regard to this initiative that we launched at Makerere on Monday. Now let me just summarize for you, then you can of course probe whatever aspects of the questions you wish to pursue. First, let me say that this initiative is a non-partisan initiative, meaning it is not the initiative for a particular political party, any particular formation. It doesn't belong to UPs, it doesn't belong to FDC, it doesn't belong to the political parties, it belongs to all of us. We deliberately designed this as a non-partisan initiative. Why? Because the condition of our people, the humiliation, the subjugation, the poverty, the despair, the non-schooling, the condition of our people, and the state of our country, this comprehensive brokenness, calls for a non-partisan response. It doesn't call for UPC, DP, FDC. It calls for a non-partisan pan-Ugandan action. That's why we designed this as a non-partisan action. And secondly, because the issue of free and fair elections is a matter of a fundamental right of all Ugandans. It doesn't matter whether you vote DP, vote FDC or NRM, it's your fundamental right to participate in genuinely free and fair elections. Therefore, to fight, to have those conditions in place, to have a level playing field, is a non-partisan exercise. Then when the field is level and there are free and fair elections, by all means, you can then vote for the party you wish, you can make your choices as you wish. But arriving at that state is a non-partisan enterprise. And why are we focusing on elections, free and fair elections? Given that our country is in this comprehensive state of brokenness, so much has gone fundamentally wrong. So many things are broken down. Why focus on free and fair elections? Because we need an entree point. We need to break through this blockage. We need to break this mold, this oppressive mold. And in our view, the best opener, the best way to break through this is to effect democratic change through free and fair elections. of effecting change in our country. Preferred method of sweeping away this regime, of effecting democratic change. The preferred method is through free and fair elections. It isn't the only method of effecting change. It's a preferred method. We are focusing on the preferred method. If we are able to effect democratic change through this method, that will then open the space, opens the way for Ugandans to now begin to address all the other fundamental ills which have been bequeathed to this country by Yoweri Museveni and his regime. We can then address the state of our education. We can then see what to do in the health field. We can then begin to actually spend money to pave our roads and have them be accessible. We can then see how best we can end corruption and plunder of public resources. We can then rebuild our institutions and make them effective. We can then reinstitute the rule of law and ensure that when law is passed, it is observed in practice. That is the logic behind the choice we have made. That's the logic behind the choice we have made. Now, we have two documents, not one document. The main document is this one. If somebody pass on to me the proposal. So, this is the primary document. This is the testament, is the manifesto. Here we stand as Ugandans on the issue of free and fair elections. In this document, we have identified and highlighted the chief mischiefs, the principal ills which have bedeviled previous elections. We have not in this document listed a litany of things which have gone wrong. It is a laundry list of everything that has gone wrong on elections. Just the main ones. We are focusing on the main ones in this document. So this is where we stand. And then you are right to ask, in this document we have a basket of 10 demands, 10 main demands. So you're right to ask, well, you say we need a new electoral commission. What exactly do you propose? You say there should be a new and clean register of voters. What measures precisely do you have in mind? You say we should remove the military and the militias and police from the electoral process. What exactly is the mechanism you propose? That's a legitimate and fair question. So in order to answer those questions, we have produced this companion document. This companion document proposals for a new electoral management system. It seeks to answer concretely, specifically, and concisely the question that you are asking as a result of this position we are taking. So, all the key issues we are discussing, whether a new electoral commission, the role of the military, the raid on public funds, the role of the police, the issue of tallying and counting and announcement, all the 10 issues identified in the main document, we answer them here with very specific, very concrete, concise proposals. Okay? So you need to read the two together. Now, what we are proposing is that we should have constituted a national forum which we are calling a national consultation. So, this basket of demands is addressed to Ugandans. We hope it reflects the yearning of Ugandans for free and fair elections. That Ugandans, in our generality and totality, will say, yes, we stand on this matter, on these 10 demands. We have proposed that a national forum to be called the National Consultation should be convened. We are a representative body bringing political parties, civil society, religious institutions, trade unions, business community, all the network of the key sectors within our society. They'll come together to compose the national consultation. And then it is in the national consultation that these demands will be discussed, that these proposals will be debated, with the view, with the hope that we can arrive together as Ugandans concerned about the state of our country, we can arrive at a consensus on a new system of organizing and managing elections in our country. That is what we have done. Let me also say that many of you have been saying that what stops the way Museveni being Museveni to employ these usual delaying tactics. Say yes, let's come and talk. And just talk on endlessly and then turn around and say, sorry, it's too late in the day, we cannot do much, let's go home. In order to avoid such cynical delaying tactics, we have provided for a sunset clause. We have provided till the end of April this year to test, to see if there is seriousness of purpose, to see if all stakeholders, including NRM and the Museveni regime, are prepared, are ready to engage seriously in designing a new electoral system. If so, we again will engage. We come with good faith, we come with all seriousness. That's why we have put very serious proposals on the table. But if Museveni decides that I don't care, I will want to do more of the same, I want to organize more sham elections, then we shall draw the necessary conclusion from that response, and then decide in view of that, in those circumstances, what is the way forward. So we provide a sunset clause, which is end of April, by which we should know if this is a going concern or not, if there's genuine interest on the other side or not, on how we move forward. Let me also stress this. Many people speak about electoral reform, reforms of the law, amending this and that law and constitution. Yes, those are useful exercises. But the problem we are facing in Uganda generally, as well as specifically on the issue of electoral process, is not so much bad laws and bad institutions and inadequate processes. No. The problem has a name. The name begins with an I. The word in English is impunity. It is the wholesale entrenched impunity with which this regime conducts itself. Which means you can have the best laws in the book, you can have the best constitution, but it's rendered dead letter by the impunity of the regime. It means you can have the best institutions and processes, but they all become complicit with one telephone call from State House. That is the fundamental problem we are facing. That is why we've addressed these measures and proposals, not so much to amend this part of the Constitution, tinker with this aspect of the electoral law. No! We've addressed this where it belongs. Essentially, we address this to curbing the wholesale impunity. What are the measures, the mechanisms that can curb this rampant impunity? And then